Hello, welcome. So we got we got like 30 seconds to talk at the beginning. This part's just pretty much just going through our character and the plans for the next episodes. So you shouldn't really be worried about earning money or anything, right? You're gonna be earning a whole bunch of money soon enough. The main thing is that you should be learning about all the different types of ships, right? If you fit out all 28 ships, you learn everything about all the different factions, everything about all the different weapons, everything about all the different damage types. Hello, welcome, welcome. So we're gonna be doing a couple things. We're gonna be going over a couple things, but we're not actually gonna be focused on these things. We're going to be looking at our character. We're just doing a little video to update on what our character is doing and what our plans are for the next little bit. So if you're looking to make money, you'd be going to combat sites. So we're gonna talk about those. And the first ones, these ones, they might not drop loot or anything, right? But they're really good places to fly your frigates and practice things and try them out and to see what they could do and to practice the destroyers. So pretty much I think the ones that you can't scan are good for flying frigates and destroyers, just to try them out. Pretty much just to try your tackling fits and everything. But for now, we're just gonna go to the game, and we got our character set here, right? So every day that you do all of the things, you get stuff to redeem. Project Discovery. We haven't been doing Project Discovery. We stopped doing Project Discovery for a bit, but then actually we started doing it today, and it's let us do Project Discovery for like quite a long time. So we were sitting here doing Project Discovery for must have been like 15 or 20 minutes, or maybe even 30 minutes. I don't think it was that long. I think time goes by so quick. But we didn't get that message that said we can't do Project Discovery anymore. So we're not sure if it builds up over the days or something. So if you haven't done Project Discovery for a bit, maybe just sit here and do it for like however long. We've been sitting here for a long time, and we've got some more flow symmetry rewards crates. We're also going to go over NPC damage types, right? If you go here, if you search for NPC damage types, you can figure out what do the different ships do in each of the areas. So what we found out when we were fitting all of our frigates, so we're going to go to the station, we're going to look at all of our frigates quick and talk about that. This is just one of the clips in the episodes. But NPC damage types, pretty much we learned what each of the factions' main damage type is. So I'm pretty sure this is like Amar does EM damage, right? Maybe Galante does thermal damage. Maybe Minotaur does explosive damage. Maybe Caldari does kinetic damage. Yes. Oh, it says right here. Oh, okay, yeah. Amar on the right side. Amar primarily does EM damage. And then Galante mainly does thermal damage. Caldari does kinetic damage. And Minotaur does explosive damage. And another thing about the pirates that are around the area, so all of the combat sites and most of the missions that you run for the agents in these areas, we're not going to run missions anymore, right? We pretty much got the 5 standing. We got that out of the way, since there's no reason to run missions anymore. 3.65 Caldari, but we got the Caldari Navy up to 5. So if you ever wanted to run like level 3 or level 4 missions for some reason, we could, but there's not really any reason to. So missions are pretty much something we don't need to do. But the damage types, if we go here, so we can see the Angel Cartel. It shows the damage deal would be explosive, damage to resist is explosive. And the cool thing we know about that is Minotaur is that, so Angel Cartel would spawn in the Minotaur areas, right? Angel Cartel, so it should say, oh, here we go, but mainly focuses in the Minotaur regions. Alright, yeah, so if you're in a Minotaur area, you would mainly find Angel Cartel places. And we know Blood Raiders, EM Thermal, so that's probably in the Amar area, right? Blood Raiders would be in the Amar Empire, yep. So if you're in the Amar Empire space, you'd be wanting to fly a Amar ship. And if you're in Caldari space, you want to be flying a Caldari ship, yeah. And then if you're in a Minotaur space, you want to be flying a Minotaur ship. So that's pretty much a good thing about training all the different types of ships. Yeah, if you're in Caldari state, you want to be flying a Caldari ship. So since we know a little bit about flying all the different ships, pretty sure Serpentis, that would be Galante Federation. Perfect. So as long as we could fly all the different types of ships, like we have our character skill is up to level 3 pretty much. I think we're finally actually just getting level 4 skill. So we did use like 1.5 million skill points. We did transfer some stuff from our main just to speed some things up a little bit. So we sped it up by like 2 weeks so far. Maybe like 12 days. So maybe it'd be like 20 days. Something like 20 days we're gonna use up. Something like that. But if we still have a whole bunch of allocated skill points, right? We injected 1.5 million skill points into our characters with a large scale injector. So we took some skill points from our other account, put them on here. We don't really need them. It just speeds things up. We'll go how to make money here at some point pretty soon. But we have pretty much all of the ships to level 3 pretty much. And we're just getting the frigates leveled up right now, right? We're trying to get Caldari frigate level 4, maybe Amara frigate, Galante frigate, Minotaur frigate, and then just the medium turrets. So pretty sure we got like all the gunnery skills up to level 3 or something. Yeah, as long as they're level 3. As long as the missile skills are level 3. I think we used a lot of the points just to get our like armor and shields up. That's still like level 4, right? Shields, everything's level 4. I think that's pretty much maxed, right? And then in the drones tab, so we just wanted to get a drones 5. So we did spend skill points. So if you don't have a drones 5, maybe drones 5 would be something to get, just so you could have 5 drones out. So that would be something to train or apply your skill points. And at this point, if your character is like 16 days old, if your character is 16 days old and you sped up like 20 days of training with the 1 million skill points, plus you earn skill points for logging in all the time, jeez, you probably have a whole bunch of things trained. And then if something says it's going to take like 4 days or 3 days to train, maybe that doesn't seem too long because you get the daily login rewards, right? Omega daily rewards, collect new rewards. So we haven't actually opened any of these things before. But it looks like if you log in for like 15 days, maybe you get 150,000 skill points. Not sure what it is for free to play. Maybe if you log in, you get like half of that. I don't know if free to play gets that. Maybe there's like alpha daily rewards. Because we logged onto our other character and it said they got alpha daily rewards. But the Crimson Harvest daily rewards, maybe we got some skill points for logging in. Yeah. 50,000, 25,000, 25,000, and maybe we get 100,000 skill points tomorrow. So that's just in like 2 hours or something. But if we wanted to spend skill points on something, we're not in the other station. We'll do those later, right? But maybe we should collect some skins. We're thinking about collecting skins or something. We could do them now or later. Just all these ship skins are saved up. They would make our ships look a lot cooler. But maybe we'll do that later. So we have our battleship here that isn't doing anything. If we ever want to change stations, we could just go into our Caldari shuttle here, right? Caldari shuttle has the fastest movement speed. So maybe we'll end this part of the clip, right? We'll just go to Jeddah, the main trading hub. We'll just set our destination there. Shuttle will take us there in no time. Alright, hello, we're back. So we're in the Jeddah trading station. So this would be the Jeddah main trading station. So I guess the perimeter trading hub, that's just where you drop off everything and then sell everything in the trading tower. And then pretty much if you're looking to buy anything, you come to the Jeddah Moon 4 Caldari Navy Assembly Plant. And this would be your main base. So we pretty much bought these things here. Oh, that's right, these things are easier to buy here. If you're looking to buy these things via market details, you could actually buy these in the Jeddah main trading hub, organize your inventory a lot better. These things only cost 25,000. You know, like 1 million worth of things. The capacity of 1 million M3. So if you just come to the Jeddah main trading hub, buy some station containers, they hold 1 million. There's tons of them available. Then you could organize your inventory, right? We got high slot modules, we got all of the guns and everything, low slot modules. This would be everything in the low slots that we're collecting here. Mid slot modules, pretty much same as we had at the other station. We were trying to set up that, but that doesn't work. High slots, low slots, mid slots. That seems to work perfect. Everything else we've tried, we've gotten rid of it. Yeah, I don't even think we use that. But if we look at our ships here, right? Power grid 7, and we're using these power extenders. I think the thing that we always ran out on every single ship when we were fitting out these ships, it was always power was a problem. Yeah, 0.6 power. Rifter's probably the same situation, except that the thing that we found out when we were fitting all these ships, Minotaur seems kind of overpowered just because they're turrets. Their turrets have such low requirements, and they don't use any capacitor. So it's so easy to do something like this, right? Small shield booster and the small armor repair, and we could keep them constantly going on. So the shield could be on, and if they happen to break through the shield, then we'd be repairing armor and shield. So the things that we learned about this, what does this say? Both armor and shield modules. So that's the weird thing, right? The ship is fitted with both armor and shield modules, but if we show information, we learned, however, this thing, armor or shields, equally capable of using either armor or shields. I guess it doesn't say you could use both of them. So maybe it would be good to focus on one thing. Maybe we just have a battery up in that slot instead, and then maybe we could get 2 armorers going. Would that do anything? Would that be better than shields? 1, 2, 3, 4. So heal 50 there. Here to heal like 70. Huh. But anyway, we noticed that the power grid is always the problem. Because if you actually fit out all these ships, you'll actually learn all about the modules. We actually learned so much more about the ships and the guns and everything than we thought that we would learn about it. But if you go here, you'll pretty much memorize all the modules, right? You'd be like, you know what these scripts are for, they're good. You know what these scripts are for, and you'd be like, you know what these sensor dampeners are for. You know what these optimal range things are for. Pretty much have collected all of these. You know, the small cap battery is ridiculously overpowered, right? Nothing beats the small cap battery. That thing's amazing. Same with the cap recharger. Put those things on, you get the shield, everything's just stable all the time. Yeah, that's right. We could do the afterburner, and we could repair ourselves, and we have tons and tons of armor, and we're stable just because of these things. Oh, that's right. If you don't have the power grid to fit this, because this takes like power to put on, right? Power fitting, yeah, it takes like 8 power to use it. So if you can't fit the small cap battery, then put the cap recharger on. So it doesn't give you as much of a boost, but it does do something, right? Usually it would be 2 minutes, but with this on, now it's stable. And this thing only requires 1 power. So it seems like there's 2 different batteries depending on what you need. This low slot relay, what does it do? 4 to equip it. And what about the other one? 10 to equip it. But this is the worst one. I don't think there's ever been a real reason to ever use that one. Maybe the price difference or something? Oh no, basically just use this one, it seems like it. But if you're getting skill points from the dailies and you're looking to train something, or maybe you got skill points somehow because you figured out how to earn money pretty quick, then we might want to train, what is it, navigation, engineering, power grid management, basic understanding of spaceship energy grid systems, 5% bonus to ship's power grid output bonus per level. I'm pretty sure this goes up to 5 for free to play, right? Pretty sure it does go to 5. Should go to 5. Should we check? Yeah, it is. See, there's a good reason we made this video, right? This one that we made. 3-month guide to maxing free to play skills. 3 months Omega skills training plan. We made this so that we could always know what to find. So if we go here, engineering, power grid management, 4 out of 5. Weapon upgrades, 4 out of 5. So weapon upgrades could also be upgraded, although that one takes like 7 days of training, right? and it only reduces CPU of modules. So we don't need CPU, right? All of our ships have more CPU than we could ever need for anything. So if you're looking for something to spend your skill points on, right, you're remapped to perception and willpower, right? Perception, willpower, we remap. So we generally want to train perception, willpower skills, right? Spaceship command, anything in here is good. Anything in gunnery, anything in missiles is good to train. But if you train something in intelligence and memory, like power grid management, that's intelligence and memory. So train a little bit slower. Something we could do is just put this on here, right? We'd have to remove everything from the skill tree. You pretty much don't want to waste your skill points. Pretty much just want to remove things from the tree. Why does that thing keep popping up? We'll just train the level 1 skills of that. So we're going to train the frigates and everything without them. Without using our points, just because we're remapped. And we'll train those fast anyways. But this isn't actually using 5 days of training. It should just use like 200,000 points or something. 210,000 points. Yep. So we get 200,000. Is that what it said? 200,000 points? Is that what the last reward is for being a member? 100,000, 125,000 points. Yeah, you pretty much just get you get enough skill points to train this up to level 5 without having to train it at all, just from the 7 login day rewards. Perfect. So if you logged in for 7 days, you got all of your skill points. You could probably spend 210,000 to train this instantly. Or you could even let it train for a little bit, right? You're probably getting used to skills training 1 day, taking 1 day to train. So the thing we're going to do is go Caldari frigate, Amatar frigate, just get all the frigate skills up, and then the destroyer skills maybe eventually we'll get the destroyers up. Just the frigates are going to take like 4 days to train, and then the destroyers will take 4 days to train. I think we're just doing Caldari and Amar, so we can just focus on Caldari and Amar at the moment, right? We could just get level 4 in the ship skills, that's good. And then figure out what to train after that. Probably just more of these ship skills. Maybe Caldari Cruiser, that's going to take like 3 days to train. So I'm sure we could train something in between that, right? If Cruiser takes 4 days to 3 days to train, we could pretty much train this in that time. We could train like I don't want the mining frigate. We could train Minotaur Destroyer. We could train Galante Destroyer. And we could train Galante Destroyer. I guess we're training the frigate skills. So in the time that we could get cruisers up to level 4, we could get 3 of these skills up to level 4. So I think I'd rather have those than train the 1 skill. And then we could train the 1 skill later. So we did that. Now our power grid is up to 4.0. So it was 0.6 before. Now it's 4.0. So eventually maxing that by using skill points, you shouldn't even really have to train it. Amazing. So now what are we doing? So this is like a 20-minute video. We were hoping to do other things. Maybe it's an update of how our character is doing, right? Because we were supposed to go a little bit over these things, right? If you're looking for how to make money, just Eve, Dale, and Alpha. We realized that this guy shows you how to start making 30 to 40 million an hour on day 1 with his skill remap. That's alright. We could fly a whole bunch of different types of ships and everything. And if you're looking for how to make money, just search Eve Combat Carousel. And then look at this video. It says Eve Online Alpha Carousel, 2 vigils, 2 hours, 200 mil. So it pretty much shows you how to run them. If you run these things, we'll run them ourselves too, right? We're just having fun running the frigates and everything. But you got like 70 million the first loot, and you just use a carousel cruiser like we've been doing. So you could actually bring a battle cruiser into this place, but would it make sense? Yeah, you got like 125 million off of that. First one, you got like 70 million off of that. So we'll do some of those things, right? It's just searching EVE combat sites, and then we'll have to do these combat sites. Maybe that'll be next video.